Good morning. Thank you for joining us today. We are looking forward to learning more about your background and skills as an ETO, electrician. Could you please introduce yourself briefly before we begin?
Good morning. Thank you for the opportunity. My name is Zero. I am a qualified electrician ETO with experience working on ships, particularly in electrical maintenance, troubleshooting, and safety compliance. I am eager to contribute my skills to ensure smooth operations and reliable electrical systems on board.
Tell me about your background as an ETO elect.
I have worked for several years in ship electrical maintenance, handling power distribution, lighting systems, and troubleshooting faults. My experience includes working with both AC and DC systems, ensuring compliance with maritime safety standards.
What motivated you to become a ship elect?
I was always interested in electrical systems, and working at sea combines my technical skills with the adventure of maritime life. I enjoy solving problems and ensuring that vital systems remain operational.
What types of ships have you worked on?
I have worked on accommodation ships and cargo vessels, where I handled electrical maintenance, emergency systems, and routine inspections.
Describe your daily responsibilities as an electrician on board.
My daily tasks include monitoring electrical panels, performing preventive maintenance, troubleshooting faults, and ensuring safety compliance. I also assist in emergency drills and coordinate with engineers for system upgrades.
What is your greatest strength as an electrician?
My greatest strength is problem solving under pressure. I can quickly diagnose faults and apply safe, effective solutions to restore systems.
Explain the difference between C and DC systems on board.
AC systems are used for general power distribution, while DC systems are critical for emergency equipment and navigation systems. Understanding both is essential for reliability.
How do you test electrical circuits for safety?
I use insulation resistance testers, multimeters, and follow lockout-tagout procedures to ensure circuits are safe before working on them.
What is your experience with generators on board?
I have maintained and monitored ship generators, ensuring proper load sharing and troubleshooting issues like voltage fluctuations.
How do you handle electrical faults during operations?
I first isolate the fault safely, identify the root cause, and apply corrective measures. Communication with the bridge and engine room is crucial during this process.
What is your knowledge of SOLAS regulations?
SOLAS requires ships to maintain safe electrical systems, emergency lighting, and fire detection. I ensure compliance through regular checks.
How do you handle electrical fires?
I isolate the affected circuit, use co-extinguishers if safe, and report immediately to the officer in charge.
What is your role during emergency drills?
I test emergency lighting, alarms, and communication systems to ensure they function properly during drills.
How do you prevent electrical hazards on board?
By conducting routine inspections, replacing worn cables, and ensuring proper grounding of equipment.
Describe a time you solved a difficult electrical problem.
Once, a generator had irregular voltage output. I traced the issue to a faulty AVR and replaced it, restoring stable power.
What would you do if the main power failed? I would ensure emergency generators start automatically, check critical systems, and coordinate with engineers to restore main power. How do you handle equipment that keeps failing repeatedly?
I investigate deeper, checking for underlying issues like poor installation, environmental factors, or incorrect usage.
What steps do you take before repairing a circuit?
I isolate the circuit, verify zero voltage, lockout, tag out, and document the repair process.
How do you manage the ship's electrical power distribution system?
I monitor the main switchboard, generators, and transformers to ensure balanced load distribution. I check the voltage, frequency, and synchronization when connecting generators. I also ensure that critical systems such as navigation equipment and reefer containers receive uninterrupted power. In case of overload or fault, I isolate the affected circuit and restore power safely. Preventive checks on breakers, insulation resistance, and protective relays are part of my routine.
How do you handle reefer container connections and monitoring?
Reefer containers require continuous power supply to maintain cargo temperature. I supervise their connection to the ship's power sockets, check voltage compatibility, and monitor alarms. I use reefer monitoring systems to track temperature and report any deviations to the chief officer. In case of malfunction, I troubleshoot electrical faults or coordinate with reefer technicians. Cargo integrity is a top priority, so I ensure reefer containers are always powered and monitored.
What automation systems are you responsible for?
I maintain engine room automation, alarm monitoring systems, cargo control systems, and power management systems. These systems reduce manual workload and improve safety. I regularly calibrate sensors, check PLCs, and update software when required.
How do you maintain navigation equipment such as radar and ECDIs?
Navigation equipment is critical for safe voyages. I perform routine checks on radar, ECDIS, GPS, eyes, and gyro compass. I ensure proper calibration, update charts and software, and check backup systems. If faults occur, I troubleshoot circuits, replace faulty components, or coordinate with shore technicians. I also train officers on using backup navigation methods in case of equipment failure. My goal is to guarantee uninterrupted navigation support.
What communication systems do you manage?
I maintain GMDSS equipment, satellite communication systems, VHF radios, and internal communication lines. I test distress signals, check batteries, and ensure compliance with SOLAS requirements. Communication is vital for safety and coordination, so I make sure all systems are operational. I also train crew members on emergency communication procedures. My responsibility is to keep the ship connected at all times.
How do you contribute to safety equipment maintenance?
I maintain fire detection systems, emergency lighting, lifeboat electrical systems, and alarms. I test smoke detectors, check wiring, and replace faulty sensors. I also ensure lifeboat batteries and communication devices are functional during drills. I verify that alarms and emergency lights operate correctly. My role is to ensure that safety equipment is always ready to protect the crew in emergencies.
What is your role during a blackout?
During a blackout, I immediately check the main switchboard and generators. I coordinate with engineers to restore power safely. I ensure the emergency generator starts automatically and supplies essential systems. I troubleshoot the cause of blackout, whether it is overload, short circuit, or equipment failure. My priority is to restore power quickly while ensuring safety. I also document the incident and recommend preventive measures.
How do you ensure electrical safety on board?
I strictly follow isolation procedures, lockout-tagout systems, and wear proper PPE. I regularly test insulation resistance, check grounding, and verify protective devices. I also train crew members on electrical hazards and emergency response. Safety is my top priority because electrical accidents can be fatal and cause major damage.
What preventive maintenance routines do you follow?
I prepare a maintenance schedule for generators, switchboards, transformers, and automation systems. I conduct insulation tests, clean contacts, lubricate moving parts, and calibrate sensors. Preventive maintenance reduces breakdowns and ensures reliability. I document all activities in the maintenance log for transparency and compliance.
How do you approach troubleshooting electrical faults?
I start by identifying symptoms, checking alarms, and isolating affected circuits. I use multimeters, insulation testers, and diagnostic software to locate faults. I analyze root causes, whether mechanical, electrical, or human error. Once repaired, I test the system thoroughly and implement preventive measures to avoid recurrence.
What is your experience with high-voltage systems?
Container ships often use high-voltage distribution for efficiency. I am trained in safe handling of HV systems, including switchgear, transformers, and protection relays. I follow strict procedures for isolation, earthing, and testing. My role is to ensure HV systems operate safely and reliably.
How do you contribute to energy efficiency?
I monitor power consumption, balance loads, and reduce unnecessary usage. I ensure generators run at optimal load to avoid fuel waste. I also promote energy-saving practices, such as using LED lighting and efficient motors. Energy efficiency reduces costs and environmental impact.
How do you maintain fire detection systems?
I test smoke and heat detectors, check wiring, and verify alarm panels. I replace faulty sensors and ensure backup batteries are charged. Fire detection is critical for safety, so I conduct regular drills to confirm system reliability.
What is your role in lifeboat electrical systems?
I maintain lifeboat batteries, lights, and communication devices. I test emergency start systems and verify charging circuits. Lifeboats must be ready at all times, so I ensure their electrical systems are reliable during abandoned ship scenarios.
How do you support cargo operations?
I ensure power supply for cargo cranes, reefer containers, and monitoring systems. I troubleshoot electrical faults during loading, unloading. I also monitor reefer alarms to protect perishable cargo. My role is to guarantee smooth cargo operations without delays.
How do you work with other officers and crew?
I collaborate closely with engineers, deck officers, and ratings. I provide technical support, share knowledge, and assist during emergencies. I believe teamwork is essential because ship operations depend on coordination among all departments.
What is your role in ISM code compliance?
I follow company safety management procedures, report nonconformities, and participate in audits. I ensure electrical systems meet safety standards. ISM compliance promotes a culture of safety and continuous improvement.
How do you prepare for port state control inspections?
I ensure all electrical systems are operational, documentation is updated, and safety equipment is tested. I assist inspectors by providing records and demonstrating system functionality. Preparation avoids detentions and ensures smooth port operations.
How do you handle stress during emergencies?
I remain calm, follow procedures, and prioritize safety. I focus on solving the problem step by step. I also communicate clearly with the team to avoid panic. Stress management is essential for effective decisions.
What is your experience with PLC systems?
I program, troubleshoot, and maintain PLCs used in automation. I check inputs, outputs, and communication networks. PLCs are vital for cargo and engine systems, so I ensure they function reliably.
How do you maintain alarm systems?
I test sensors, verify alarm panels, and check communication lines. I replace faulty components and ensure redundancy. Alarm systems protect the ship by alerting crew to hazards.
How do you maintain emergency lighting?
ETO lights, check batteries, and verify automatic switching. Emergency lighting guides crew during evacuation, so I ensure it is always functional.
How do you use electrical drawings?
I use drawings to understand circuits, locate faults, and plan modifications. I update them after changes to ensure accuracy. Drawings are essential for troubleshooting and compliance.
What do you do if a reefer alarm activates?
I check the container's power supply, temperature settings, and compressor. I troubleshoot electrical faults and coordinate with reefer technicians. I report to the chief officer to protect cargo integrity.
What is your role in emergency steering?
I maintain electrical systems for steering gear, test emergency circuits, and ensure backup power. During drills, I verify that emergency steering operates correctly.
What is your experience with shore power connection?
I connect the ship to shore power safely, check voltage compatibility, and monitor load transfer. Shore power reduces emissions in port, so I ensure smooth transition from generators to shore supply.
Do you have any final words or closing statement before we end this interview?
Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to present myself today. I would like to emphasize that I am fully committed to safety, reliability, and teamwork. As an electrotechnical officer, I understand that my role is not only about maintaining electrical systems, but also about ensuring the smooth operation of the vessel and protecting the lives of everyone on board. I bring with me a strong technical background, hands-on experience with automation, reefer monitoring, and high-voltage systems, as well as a proactive attitude toward preventive maintenance and continuous learning. It would be an honor to join your team, and I look forward to the possibility of working together to achieve operational excellence and safe voyage.